have a life mission, you are going to be just floating around. You're not going to have any kind of depth in terms of life. You're actually going to be like a ship with no direction. You know, you're not going anywhere. So understand the life mission actually guides you. Now, why is this important? Because I'm usually talking about money or credit or business, all these things. Well, this is very important because this dictates on how your life turns out. So if you ask somebody, what is your life mission? And they don't have an answer, that means they don't have time to even think about how they want their life to end and how to finish. Because I'm learning so much. I'm buying a property from somebody who passed away, and it just got me thinking about this. So what is your life mission? Is your life mission to sit down and watch Netflix for 6 hours and then eat Cheetos also? You know, is your life mission to, you know, save orphans? You know, some people have life missions that are incredible, you know, and it does not have to correlate with money. You know, it does not have to correlate with money. If you think about this, you know, if you go to the Army, they have a mission. Like this is the mission. If you go to the Marines, this is the mission. Navy, this is the mission. The United States has a constitution. This is the mission. You know, if you look at every business, every single business, they have a mission statement. You know, why is that? Why wouldn't you think about that? Why wouldn't you, you know, personalize that and say, listen, I need a personal mission statement, or I need a personal life mission. You know, why is that important? Well, first of all, you have to think, you know, why are you here? You know, you're not here just to sit around and pay bills or work a 9 to 5 and pay bills. Like, you being here is like 1 in 600 billion, a chance of you being here. So why would you waste it? You know, why would you waste that chance? You have a great chance of winning the lottery 10 times than you being born. That's the kind of small chance that you're here. And since you're already here, why would you waste it by making somebody else wealthy or making somebody else's, following somebody else's mission? You know, when you go work for somebody, you're not working for yourself. You're actually building somebody else's life mission. If someone's life mission is to, build buildings like me, or to build, apartments and have units everywhere, I'm going to hire people, and their mission is my mission is to make sure I get my building up and get it up. But they don't have a mission because they're just working for me. They don't have a self, image of owning a business or doing something for themselves. So they always think I need to work for somebody else. And think about that. If you don't have a life mission, you're building somebody else's automatically. It's not even a question, because what else are you doing? The only way you can earn a living is working for somebody else or work for yourself. But if you don't have a life mission, you're most likely building somebody else's. I guarantee it. So what I suggest for people is, you have to create a life mission for yourself. You have to create something for yourself. And I'm going to show you how to do it. But you have to do it, because otherwise, like I said, you're building somebody else's. So I consider my life mission is education. Education. That's my life mission, I believe, because, when I coach kids in basketball, I'm educating them on the moves. I'm educating them on the game. When I coach 18-year-olds at colleges or high schools, I'm coaching them on financial education. I'm coaching them on how to improve their income streams, because that's what they're interested in. When I'm coaching 25-plus-year-olds, most of those people want to be business owners. Those people want to be hungry. So I'm educating those people. I've done so many seminars on helping people start businesses, and I see the trend. So 25-plus-year-olds, they want to usually do their own business. They want to be successful in terms of their own. And then anybody like 45-plus, I'm educating on retirement, or asset protection, or how to make sure that when you pass away, your properties don't go into probate, where your kids and your family can't touch it for 6 to 9 months. So these are things that I'm learning and I'm educating people on. And what's helping me is, by me educating, it actually ingrains in me even more, because at the highest level, The highest level of education is when you actually teach somebody. And when you can teach somebody and they get the same results as you, then that's the highest level you can be. So, and every time I do a podcast, I'm educating. Every time I do a blog, I'm educating. When I'm doing guests on other people's podcasts, I'm educating. When I do the YouTube, I'm educating. Facebook, Instagram, like I'm educating. So that's my life mission. That's my thing that I'm pushing out for. Now, I didn't think I would be in education. It's not something I planned. It's more, it just came natural. And then I realized that it helps people. And so I just kept doing it. It's that simple. So if you're a business or you want to be in business, you should definitely have a mission statement or a life mission for the business itself. Personally, you should have a life mission. The family should have a life mission also, because it helps guide. It helps you, give you an image of where you're going. And I'm going to give you the steps right now on how to build your own life mission. And that way you can be hopefully be doing something that can help, not just yourself, but your family and everything. So if you want to think about life mission, you have to think backwards, which is odd, but let me explain. You have to think backwards. You have to think, okay, my life mission, what is it going to be? You have to think, and this is bad, but it's the way you have to think. You have to think, what do you want to be remembered for? That's the only thing that matters. What do you want to be remembered for? Do you want to be remembered for a guy who stole money, did this, did that? Do you want to be remembered as a great soccer player? Do you want to be remembered as a person who helps animals and adopt kids? Do you want to be remembered as a great writer, a great poet, a great actor? What do you want to be remembered as? Because people have so many things, and when you pass away or you go away or your tombstone's up, that's why I made the sign. When your tombstone's up, what do you want to be remembered for? What are they going to write on that? They only have like a 6-inch space to write. What do you want to be remembered for? Because if you don't think like that, then they'll just put the date, 1984 to whatever. That's it. But if you're a great, physicist or whatever, they're gonna put that on there, So you have to think, what is my tombstone going to say? And one thing for me, I wanted to say educator. That's one thing that I feel like I could do that, and I could, I would definitely want. There's going to be more, but understand that's how you have to think. It's gruesome and stuff, but listen, it's facts, it's life. You have to deal with it, and for me, I suggest you deal with it head on. So my life mission is educator, and then I want to add on things to that too. And then this is what you should ask yourself. What do I want to be remembered for? What's the number one thing? If they just say, this name, what do you want to be remembered for? So that's number one. Number two is you have to think you're going to fail. You might not reach it. It just might not happen. It's just facts. This is life. So, but it's better trying than not trying. It's better than you went for it for a little bit, for a long time, and hopefully something came out of it, but you might fail. So understand, but it's number two is just try. You have to try it. You have to try to have a life mission. You have to try to go after it. If you think about Mother Teresa, she was a giver. How people in religions, they're there for a reason. They want to be remembered for that. Rockefeller, he wanted to be remembered as a guy who gave money away. He used to give like 5 cents to kids. Every kid that came to him gave him 5 cents. So, and then he built, one of the largest, personal wealth ever built. But he had a life mission for that. Andrew Carnegie, all the people that are successful have life missions. But they tried. They really went for it and they tried. So, and then the third thing now is how to build your own life mission is who else thinks like you, who else acts like you, and find other people and see what their life mission is if they have life missions, or see what a company's life mission is, or see what a group of people, there's tribes that have life missions. So understand, okay, what are these people's life mission? Now, for me, I always say people educate other people. That's one thing you could always do, but what are the people doing? And maybe you can collaborate with them also on their life mission. You can come together and build a life mission together. So that's one thing you can do is collaborate. And the fourth thing is you have to think about it morning, noon, and night. You have to think about this morning, noon, and night. There's no dodging this, because you have to get it into your subconscious mind. So if you want to build a life mission for yourself, let's say it's make $400-500 million, you have to think about it morning, noon, and night. And you have to do it every single day, because if your life mission is to make a lot of money, okay, what happens after you have all that money? You can't take it with you, So you're going to have to do something with it. So your life mission should be more than just make a lot of money. It should be something like, I'm going to make a lot of money, I'm going to give it away. That's what Andrew Carnegie did. He said, I'm going to make as much money as I can, and the second half of my life, I'm going to give it away. And that's what he did. He built, a big ass fortune and gave it away. So your life mission could be anything. It could be anything you want. It just has to be something altruistic. It has to be something out instead of in. Like, I want money, I want that house, I want that car, I want this. That's not a life mission. That's just gathering toys. You want something more like you're giving back. You build a church, you build a school, you go drill a water well in Africa. You do something that's altruistic, and that you'll actually start building a real life mission that's actually that's helpful. So that's what I suggest is, number one, ask yourself, what do you want to be remembered for? Number two, you have to try whatever it is. You have to try it, because you might fail, and most likely people fail, but listen, at least you tried something. And then number three is, maybe you can collaborate with somebody else, maybe build a life mission together, build something big, and move on from there. And number four is, you have to think about it morning, noon, and night. You have to actually put it in your subconscious. That way you're constantly going after it. You have a direction, you're going somewhere, But otherwise, if you do it for a day or two, and then you just go back to your normal routine, you go back to that 99% that don't have a life mission. So be part of the 5%, have a life mission. Guys, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate every single time you come on here, and every time you give me a thumbs up, a wave. We appreciate all that. If you have questions or comments, leave them wherever you listen to this. If it's on the YouTube, if it's on Instagram, or if it's on Facebook, wherever, just give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a 5-star. And if you have any questions in terms of people you want on the show, give us ideas. We always appreciate that. And guys, until next Thursday, I'll see you at the top.